Medical marijuana is bringing in millions of dollars in Missouri. Will Kansas join the Show Me State?
The Kansas House will likely vote on that question later this week. Legislation of this kind has never made it this far. KCTV5's Leslie Aguilar spoke with lawmakers on both sides of the issue about its chances.
Most people seem to think that it can pass the House. Only 25 Republicans need to say yes in order for it to go on to the Senate. There is bipartisan support, but there are still a lot of people in Kansas against medical marijuana.
We're confident that it will pass.
Erin Montroy of the Kansas Cannabis Association is hopeful this bill will be on Governor Laura Kelly's desk by the end of the month.
We have a much less restrictive bill than we started with, much less restrictive than I imagined it would be. And so I think it's a great jumping off point for Kansas.
The measure passed out of committee and onto the full House this morning on a 12-8 vote. Among those voting yes was Paola Republican Stephanie Potter.
I would say we have a good 60% of the Republican support.
She says on the issue of marijuana, she has more libertarian views. Plus, she polled her constituents.
And 76% of Republicans in my district, and I have in a very conservative district, support it. And if you add the Democrats in, it goes over 80%.
Potter says she was also moved by testimony of those in support of medical marijuana.
One of the biggest things that stood out to me during testimony is that studies in the states that have passed it on veterans and the suicide rate, and that number dropped dramatically.
But not all Republicans are on board.
Marijuana is listed as a Class 1 drug, because it has no proven medical benefits and because it has serious side effects.
Hutchinson Republican Paul Wagner doesn't believe the science is there to support medical marijuana in most cases.
I don't think it's a good bill. I think it's way too broad. I don't think it's really legitimately medical. I don't think it's overall, the benefits or the problems with it outweigh the benefits.
Supporters say this would be a game changer for the Kansas economy and also help patients across the state. Among those against it are law enforcement groups, some medical associations, and conservative coalitions. Count on us to follow up when it reaches the House floor. Leslie Aguilar, KCTV5 News.